What is up, guys? Boy Redden here today with another fantastic deck. So Cosmic Eclipse comes out this Friday, so I decided, you know what, let's see if the Eevee-GX and Eevee in general idea is even remotely okay before we're gonna try to build an Eevee box. So this is my attempt on that deck. We tested it in the morning, and I can tell this deck surprised me a lot, because of course we not only have 4 Eevees, but we also have Eevee-GXs. Here I only have one, but that's all you need as of right now. But for the Eevee box, you're gonna need a line of 4 for Eevee and Eevee-GX. So you want to have that. Why you can have 8 Eevees in your deck? Well, one is GX, one is Baby. That's why. But before I want to talk about the deck, card by card, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos, more decks, more Pokemon TCG content, more Sword and Shield when it's gonna come out, and more news. Of course, we are now celebrating 600 subscribers, so the giveaway is like in the previous video, so you want to join the giveaway as well. So I figured, you know what, let's go all in on Jolteon. Why not? Definitely a big attacker in terms of, Jolteon-GX, but with a nice ability right over here on the baby one that says electromagnetic wall. So every time your opponent puts energy from their hand onto their Pokemon, well, they got bam 20 damage onto that Pokemon, which is kind of cool, and definitely is something that annoys a lot of decks, especially the ones that have Welder as an engine, because you attach from your hand, so it is at least 40 damage just for the attachment of energy. And of course everything in our deck besides the Dedenne-GX will have a free retreat cost, which is also important for that part. So let's go card by card, and as you can see, we're playing 4 Eevees, a line of 2 Jolteons and 3 2 Jolteon-GXs and 2 Jolteons with the electromagnetic wall from Hidden Fates. On top of that, we have 1 Eevee-GX. Of course, in the Eevee box, so we're gonna do it around Friday, hopefully. You want to play set of them, because you will be using a lot more evolutions, right? Because we're gonna have Flareon, Vaporeon, so many different that are buffing our main attacker with 1 Dedenne and 1 Tapu Koko Prism. On top of that, we have 2 Acro Bikes, 3 Cherish Balls, of course a playset of custom catchers, playset of Pokégears 3.0, playset of Pokémon Communication, 1 Reset Stamp for the late game, 2 Stadium Navs, 2 Switches, 1 Shrine of Punishment for additional damage, 1 Thunder Mountain, 1 Viridian Forest, playset of Cynthia, 2 Judges, of course 4 Professor's Elm Lectures, because we want to have all those Eevees right away, Tate Liza, 1 Escape Board, and 11 Energy. So the deck is quite simple, and of course we will be switching in between Jolteon and Jolteon-GX as an attacker, as a tech card. Definitely Jolteon, the normal one, helps during those early turns. So let's save the deck. I call it I don't know what I'm Eevee. I'm gonna choose cards because I know you're always telling me to have card sleeves. So we will have Pikachu. You know what? No, we will not have Pikachu. We'll have, let's go Nashville, right? Like Nashville sleeves, because you always tell me to have sleeves. So this time we're gonna have them. And let's play those nice few games with that deck, and let's see how the deck performs. From what I was testing during the stream, and I think you saw that, like some of you saw that, the deck had a nice win streak of 7, which is quite cool, and definitely is possible to create an Eevee box in Standard. Definitely it's a little bit harder due to not having Eevee Soda. Do you want to go first? You want to go second? You do want to go first because you're evolving, right? So not having Evo Soda, not having all those nice pieces for your early turns is quite hard, but it's not impossible. So look at that over here. We start with an Eevee. Of course, I'm gonna go Elm's Lecture to at least have 3 more Eevees, and my opponent is having a mulligan, so I'm gonna take 1 more card, which is quite cool. Alright, so we got 1 mulligan. It's fine, it's fine, 1 mulligan. Acro Bike, alright, I think we're okay. And what I tend to do is I always tend to put energy on an active, but let's see what our opponent has. Palkia, so there's going to be a lot of energy attachment happening, so honestly I have to get as fast as possible to this Jolteon, right? We have to get there. So let's see if we will be able to. So definitely Eevees. Come on, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Spatial control only moves, so I don't have to do a lot. Energy, Acro Bike. Cynthia, definitely a good card for next turn. We've got a switch, so pass the turn. So right now we're hoping for the Jolteon, right, the baby one, because I know my opponent will be attaching a lot of energy in upcoming turns. So I want not only to build my bench right now, but also I want to start dealing the damage right here. Pokénav. So is Eevee Box possible? Because that is the question, right? Before Cosmic Eclipse. Because once we're gonna know that it's possible, well, the price is gonna go up. Like Eevee-GX is still, quite expensive. I'll tell you this: it is possible. Definitely, it is possible. But we need a better basic search. We need a better stage 1 search that is not a GX. Because all cooldown, we're gonna have a lot of Eevees, but we're gonna need something more. Flareon definitely works really well with Fire type engine. I here went with electric type, and I will be going electric type engine definitely in mine. Glaceon definitely had a really good attacker and a really good evolution here. But first things first, energy on Eevee. Do I want to do that? Cynthia. Okay, let's just place me. I don't want to use custom catchers yet. Let's build our side of the board. There we go. I don't have the GX, so this means I have to go with Jolteon baby 1. Second baby. Of course, they have retreat cost, so if they're confused, I'm fine with it. Now I'm going to use a Pokégear 3.0 right now, because, well, I finished my turn, I played my supporter. There's no need of my opponent knowing what I have. Let's be quite clear and fair here. And Jolteon is working, right? You saw that nice 20 damage coming his way. So now I'm going to try to get Jolteon GX, prepare that, maybe start knocking out something. We got a Cynthia, so I'm definitely gonna go for Cynthia. Should you play Volkner in this deck? Because that's also a nice question. I didn't like Volkner here. I tried it, but not necessarily something that I enjoyed a lot in this version of the deck. Alright, so Ender's gonna go here and Cynthia. Because of course, the thing is that abilities of the Cosmic Eclipse evolutions are passive, so they're gonna work from the bench, but this Jolteon from Hidden Fates, well, his ability works only, right? It works only when it's active. So that is something that, it's good to know, it's good to keep in mind. And let me think now. He's gonna attack for 120, so retreat. And I can do two things. I can just go Swift Run GX right now, and he's not going to do any damage to me. And honestly, I'm just going to do that. Swift Run GX. So I'm using my GX. He can't do anything to me. And, as Chaldea is going to be... Alright, great potion, definitely, nice idea over here. So, as, Chaldea is going to be inactive because I know he's going to be. I'm going to try to snipe Eevee and the Ditto. Like, that's going to be my main idea. And, well, actually Squirtle as well. Because I have to snipe those 3 guys. And, of course, prepare my bench. So there's Hydro Pressure, nothing happens. I have a knockout next turn. And, of course, I'm preparing my Jolteons over here. Judge is not a bad idea, disrupt our opponent. There we go, even Custom Catcher. Oh, Custom Catcher is going to be nice, but for the future turns, not now. Now it's a knockout time, so let's go. Headbolt, knockout, let's take 2 prize cards. And, I'm kind of showing my opponent, well, I don't have anything. there we go, we got Tapu Koko, another good attacker. So in this game, Tapu Koko is going to be an attacker. I know how ridiculous it sounds, but yep, he is going to be an attacker. He has to be. He just has to be, and well, I'm gonna custom catcher. Okay, so first things first, Koko. Here. Custom catcher on that Glaceon. There we go. It's gonna be harder for him to retreat it. And so Koko has a free retreat cost as well as everything that we have. There goes Escape Board. So Headbolt, 110 damage. He has no energy anywhere near that Glaceon, which means I don't have to worry about Polar Spear. I don't have to worry about Frost Bullet right now. Okay, so he's gonna try to get himself probably a Switch at this point. Switch, maybe custom catcher that he's gonna need. Who knows? I think, you know, he might actually go for a Switch or Candy and, you know, and a Blastoise like that. This is also an idea, you know, for him to have Blastoise just fueling Glaceon GX here. But I think, you know, one of those cards is going to be a Switch. Like, he's not gonna... Okay, so it is going to be Blastoise and Candy. So he's gonna try to find 3 energies. Are there 3 energies? They're not. He doesn't have it. He, you see, like, he went a little bit too cocky. Okay, no, there were 2. Okay, and a retreat. All right, so he's retreating now. Okay. So we saw a retreat. Cherish Ball. Another Jolteon. Alright, let's see a Judge. Oh man, those 2 custom catchers. Perfect timing for 2 custom catchers. Oh my. There we go. So 2 custom catchers. Whew. What a timing, right? What a timing. 2 prize cards, and well, I'm gonna have to focus a little bit on my Tapu Koko as an attacker. We've got the Dedenne, perfect. There we go. Reset Stamp. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared that he can stamp me. There's no more custom catchers for me. He's gonna attack for... Well, is he going to use a GX attack? 2 on my bench to keep. Of course I'm keeping Koko, and... Honestly, as of right now, I'm keeping Jolteon as well. Like, those 2 I'm gonna keep. There's just no need of risking with GX, right? Especially that we have that Dedenne that would refresh my hand. So I don't know if Cyrus was the play, especially right now where he can't really use that GX on me, so I can just I can try to retreat. Or I can just do Electro Bullet and try to, you know, attack that Ditto that's on the bench. So we've got options. There's still Jolteon GX in the deck. There's still energy in the deck. So let's see. Shrine of Punishment. Definitely I'm gonna use Shrine of Punishment. Dedenne. Maybe Dedenne was not the right choice here, but I have high hopes for that Dedenne. I do have high hopes. So he's not attaching anything from his hand. I'm gonna give him 1 prize. I have the energy. There is Cynthia. I don't want to play that Cynthia yet. I'm just gonna pass the turn. So Shrine of Punishment is gonna work. Right, you know, 10 damage is going through. Because I know he can still use the GX if he wants to, right? We're gonna see Glaceon, sure. All I need to do is knock out one Keldeo. That's all I need to do. And I don't think... Like, he knows I don't have more custom catchers. 10 cards left in his deck, 24 in mine, so he really went through the deck fast. And, you know, I think, you know, the Palkia here... There we go. Win right against Keldeo deck. How good that was and how good that felt. Let's play game number 2. Let's go for that game number 2 and let's see how it's gonna perform. Because you see, you know, the correct plays, the correct strategy really matters in this game, especially, you know, with this deck. What I kind of don't like right now, what is happening, is that because of Cynthia full art, we see a lot of Malamar decks, and that's going to be one of them, which is problematic. It's definitely problematic to the deck like ours, especially if you're going second and there's no Evo Soda. There's nothing that, you know, would support more stage 1s that are not GXs. You may find yourself in a little bit of trouble. So here really you have to be careful at every single step, every single move. Excuse me, just being careful. Especially against Malamar. Like, I do miss, you know, attacking with that Jolteon during our super early turns. And, well, you know, before rotation, right? Come on. Oh, so oh, okay, so that's Genkui. Oh, I have to be really careful against that Genkui. I really do have to be careful. Mysterious Treasure. Alright. Cynthia. Okay, so no energy actually. Oh, no, okay, so there was one energy, but there's no energy in play. Cynthia. A turn too late. A turn too late. So you see, like, this is my problem with stage 1 decks, that normally, you know, at this point I would love to have Jolteon just to be able to, you know, to attack or just do anything, which is not possible. And right now, if he's gonna go retreat and use Horror House, that's a game. I know it. Like, that is a game if he's using Horror House. And that's what he's gonna do. If he's not gonna use Horror House, nah, he has to. I mean, he would be mad not to use a Horror House right now on us. So you see, you're seeing good and bad of the Eevee deck, right? That sometimes when you're not gonna get all those Eevees on the bench, it's gonna be super tough, super hard. Like, why are you even charging, dude? Horror House and you won the game. That's BMing. Yeah, there you go. Like, because I can't play anything, that's a GG. So, thank you guys for watching that. So you saw, you know, those two things about that deck. That on one hand, you know, you can be it can be really good, and the Eevee Box can be a nice deck, but on the other hand, because it's a stage 2 deck, even though we're gonna have, like, okay, red and blue, you still have to use something during your turn 1. And if you're going second and you're not gonna have at least 2 Eevees, you can scoop. If your, like, decks are too fast to go second, and those decks are too fast to, you know, not have at least 2 Eevees after your first turn. You just can't have that. But again, you know, I only used 1 Eevee-GX. You will probably use 3, 4, and that's what we're going to use in the Eevee box after Cosmic Eclipse releases this Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to, you know, check out the giveaway for 600 subs. And yeah, see you guys in another video. Goodbye, and good night. Raven loves ya. Take care. Bye. Love ya.